We're coming on live.
Yep.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Confluence. Today, to start with, we just have Jeff and Tony.
Where'd
Mike will be
Mike go?
right here with us. He had to take care of a phone call here real quick
Yeah.
here at the store. So,
You guys look like you're loaded down with inventory. I see stacks of Walthers and boxes of other stuff back there.
oh man,
Wow.
well, the tangents there, those are mine. Those I bought those
Uh,
from Home Shops myself
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
for my layout in the or future layout, I
Yeah.
should say. And then the Walthers is something we just gotta. They were over shipments, and we just got to get it squared up with them and
Uh,
price them out.
the home shop stuff, that Chris Palmieri, I love the stuff he's doing. They're all
Yeah.
fun cars, and that's been an amazing line of stuff. Well, I'm glad that Mike could
I'm
join
late.
us.
Yep. I did get the video to work, but I am
You
late.
did, yeah. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Well, I was
Yeah.
gonna
See, I
shout
told you
out.
everybody, Mike was be here.
There you go. He's going to be cool and show up late, like, oh yeah, I'm busy, but okay, I'll do the show. Yeah, whatever.
Man.
I was gonna holler out to everybody that this show I wanted everybody to push to get us over 1,000, and we hit over 1,000 on our December show of
Oh,
views.
it's so amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's great.
It is awesome. Thanks everybody for watching. So.
Yes, indeed. Seeing us just sit here and bumble around, talk about new trains. Who knew anybody would want to watch that? And I look at the numbers and go, wow.
Right?
Oh,
Great.
It must be putting three brothers together. People just
I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. So how's your new year been going so far? You're almost 2 weeks in, about.
Pretty good except for the weather.
Oh,
I mean, I'm pretty much tired of the white stuff already after 2 days of shoveling. So,
man.
but
yeah.
no, it's been pretty good. Pretty good. Our train show season has begun. Mom and Dad took off tonight for McPherson, Kansas for a train show.
I saw that on the list. Where is McPherson? I know they still was on the Rock Island somewhere.
Yeah, it's north of Wichita.
Yeah,
about halfway, isn't it, between the two?
Yeah. So it'd been on the TNP, not the TNP, the Golden State route.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Or the Rock Island. So it had gone from Topeka down to Liberal, Kansas.
Yeah.
At least they maybe will get into a little warmer weather.
5 degrees, they said. 5 degrees warmer than us this weekend. So,
yeah,
they'll be +5.
We had some
snow.
snow.
It'll be 0. So.
Snow and ice here, and yeah, we've got a day or two from now. The high is -4.
Yeah,
and I keep looking at that, going, well, that can't be the high. Can't be negative anything for the high. It's like that's not right. Yeah.
I know. Sunday it just looks like, man, what is this?
Yeah,
we don't need this.
Our shipping guy used to live in Tennessee, and he always told his boss, he said, I don't go outside until it's above my age. He said it never worked, but he always tried.
That's a good plan. I got to remember that. Yeah. I guess
golf,
so.
it sounds like.
Yeah, a little bit like golf.
Yeah.
You want to golf lower than your age.
So they're heading to McPherson. You guys got any other shows coming up? You say show season starting. Are you Amherst? So we got Amherst, right? You guys doing that?
We got McPherson, and then we go down to Plano, Texas.
Ah.
And then after Plano, the trailer heads right on its way right out to Amherst.
Wow.
And then Amherst, we split up. So Jeff and I go down to Wichita the weekend after Amherst.
Yep.
And then Mom and Dad stay out there and go to Timonium.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And then they hit Indianapolis on the way home. So
nice. That's
weekend,
some good scheduling there. I've always wanted to go to Timonium. I've always heard it was a really cool show for different things. And we've
really heard that the fall show is like their primo show, but we just can't schedule it.
It just doesn't fit our schedule.
Yeah, to get that far back out there again, especially with the big trailer, right? It just.
Well, yeah, wow, a lot of shows though, and I see you guys post that on Facebook. I always see those. That's how I know where y'all are going to be. Is I'll see the big.
We keep trying to do that, get that out there for everybody. So
it's awesome.
Definitely check us out. Hit the booth up, right? Ask questions. So get your orders in too, right? We bring, I don't know how many boxes with the McPherson, but it is several boxes of hey, bring this down, layaways, prepaid stuff with free delivery. So.
I have done that myself at times, and yeah, that's a sweet skip shipping, and when I'm there, I'm going, oh, I think you got a locomotive or two for me. And your mom like, oh yeah, we got that right. You know.
Yep,
So,
right here
that's
in this
nice.
box.
Yeah.
That's
Jeff's
cool.
done a really nice thing. He's got, I don't know where he got them all, probably from the grocery store, but apple boxes.
Oh, yeah.
Fruit
Yeah.
boxes, I guess. What apples is what we call them. But
Mm.
so we try to load all the layaway and, you know, prepaid stuff into apple boxes. So when they come out of the trailer, we know what they are right away.
That's what that is.
We
Yeah.
get them put under the table and we can find them easy later. So
very cool. Okay, on the table back there, this is bugging me because I know these aren't out yet. And
I don't even know what you're talking about. Those Walthers blue boxes have been there.
No. I before
Is
we
it the
talk
tangent boxes?
no, before we talk new
No?
products, even with my poor old eyes, I see Iowa Interstate. And boy, I
Yeah.
think that looks like an M420, but I know those are nowhere near available. Is
They
that
are-
a custom paint? Is it brass? What is this?
No,
This-
this is the Rapido
This is the
M420.
Rapido M420. This is their
Ah,
reproduction sample.
Sorry, I might
That-
have the camera backwards on people. but-
Yeah.
no, yeah, I can
But,
see that right. Yeah.
They have sent us our custom run of Iowa Interstate.
Nice.
Just a sample.
This is just the one. It's just a sample that they've done. And then we're supposed to look it over, see if we find any flaws that are standing out. It's not, it's not going to be completely detail perfect for what was on the Iowa Interstate, but it's really, really close.
Man,
It's
that's
on the which
that's
model
nice.
the
Providence and
the
Worcester,
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow.
or Roosters, I think is how they.
So us folks this far
we
west
got to
of
show it off a
Mississippi,
little bit.
we can call Worcester or Worcester, whatever,
that's
because
right.
they'll
Yeah.
never get to us anyway. Whatever. Wow, that is great looking.
Yeah.
So we're doing some
We're
demo
like,
look here.
yeah, it looks, really good. Nothing obvious flawed out, but we're going to reach out to somebody who's more knowledgeable about the Iowa Interstate and hopefully those locomotives and can give us their opinion so that we try to be,
as close
if
as we
something's
can
off
with
on the
Rapido.
paint, we can
Yeah.
get that fixed. We
Before it
can't
goes
do
to-
much about the detail work, but we can at least get paint
Nice.
flaws taken care of.
Yeah, and Rapido's done a great job
Yeah.
researching it themselves too. So we're just trying to help out what we can. So they've asked us to do that on this last go. So
That's sweet, and that's
We do.
exclusive for you guys, isn't it? That's
It
a
is
Spring
a-
Creek exclusive.
Yep, a Spring Creek exclusive. We got three road numbers that are coming in. We're getting close to being sold out on them all. So
Oh, wow.
we right now it looks like, we're
Mhm.
gonna have some to haul around to train shows, but definitely if you're interested in it, I would get your name in the hat and give us a call here at the
Yeah.
store, or email the store, or, customer service,
We
Spring
actually,
Creek Model Trains.
yeah, and the sales have pre-orders have picked up just a little bit here because of Rapido had a picture. It wasn't even really shown that well in the picture with Dan Darnell, who's
Mhm.
leading the charge on the project, and they saw it, so then they come a looking. So it's gonna be cool. It's a very nice looking locomotive, and we're hoping that it does what it says it's supposed to do. So
That's awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah.
And man, and that's got to be, I can't even imagine having something made, that's your own like that. I mean, you guys have done that a lot. I got a shelf of stuff that's Spring Creek exclusive from various places over the years, but
Yeah.
wow. Is that your first loco?
It's
Is
the
it?
first locomotive, so
Yeah.
it was pretty exciting to do the Iowa Interstate being right next to them and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
That's
and
awesome.
I know Jeff and Dad, a rail fan, those
Yep.
M420s when they used to camp out there in Council Bluffs.
yeah, they just
So,
kind of are always there, always around Council Bluffs. So
Wow. That is sweet. Wow. Well, I've got I have some new pictures and new stuff if we want to roll
All
through
right.
that. If I
yeah,
can
let's
figure
look at
out.
them.
we
Catch me
figure
up.
out-
I've been falling behind on some stuff. So
Are we there? Do I have a Santa Fe SD40?
yes.
yeah, that's sharp.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
those are
nice?
looking good from Athearn. Yep.
Yeah, new run of stuff from Athearn. Jim Wiggin shared some of these with me. I really kind of like that KCS. You don't see
Oh,
that
yeah.
white scheme done a lot.
Oh yeah.
And I think it looks really good. And I guess the little later's got the upturn coupler lift bar. And I didn't realize they had their kind of rock pilot on
Yep,
those.
that's what.
Oh, that's cool.
Ah. And then this Western Maryland, I like the little
Nice.
gold bell on it.
Yeah,
That's always a neat paint scheme. That Western.
It is,
don't get
yeah.
you don't get that one very much.
Mhm.
No, and it is sharp looking. Circus, maybe, I think is what they call, or I've heard that called the circus scheme.
Yep.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
so.
know, but yeah. And then that Burlington they've run, I think that was in the very first. I put that on the cover of Model Road News years ago when they first
Mhm.
introduced this HOSD 40. But boy, can't beat that Burlington scheme.
Yep.
I
that
think
was
those are
awesome.
hitting, and then there's somewhat SD 38
What is that? I think that's a
as well.
Colorado and Southern even. So
Yeah, it's got the little
yeah.
CNS. Yeah. Then of course SP,
Oh yeah.
all the light package and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy how much money SP spent with light packages.
That yeah, the EMD salesman that took the SP guy out to dinner, it must have
Yeah,
been
right.
Right.
just check mark every box on the
Yeah,
light
right.
thing. Yeah.
Yep. I need this. I need that.
We'll take it all. Yeah, give
Yeah.
me everything. Power
Yeah,
windows.
I need
Yeah.
it all.
I really like these. I got
This
one of
set was
these. Yeah.
almost perfect.
And the way they patch the B units portholes.
Yeah.
And yeah, as you say, I've seen pictures of.
Why do you say almost perfect?
Well, they ruined it with that little
Oh,
orange
ledge.
BNSF. Cape at Burlington Northern.
One generation too new.
Yeah.
Did you say
Yeah, no, they're nice. They're very well done.
one of you guys is working on these, putting sound?
I am. We had a customer request a Union Pacific done, and I thought, well, there's no way. And I did find a YouTube video, and I went, you know what? I think I can do it. And I'm waiting on a couple parts, which is, and when I say parts, it's some LEDs and some resistors, so I can put the lights in the snowplow.
Oh, cool.
And then, but otherwise, I'm real close. So it's going to be a neat project. Hopefully, I'll take some pictures and a little video, and we'll have something on the next one to show off what you can do with it.
Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, I've got one. I haven't unboxed it yet, and typical of me, too busy to do it, I guess.
Yeah.
But the B unit is powered.
The B unit, yep.
This
and
is
the plow is powered as well.
okay because the blades spin, don't they? Yeah,
it will. Yeah, it will spin, but
it won't move on its own. It'll spin the blade.
It'll just spin the blade. Yeah.
Oh, and you're going to put the sound in the plow, I assume.
Yep, it's a steam sound.
Oh.
And then by doing that, the rotary, it's just DC right now. And right now, when you turn the power, the blade turns. Well, with the decoder, the blade will stay stationary until you tell it to move. So.
Oh, that is sweet. That is sweet. And you're putting LED lights, just kind of interior lights?
Well, they're right where you're just about right a little bit lower than your mouse. So those were the windows right there.
Yeah.
There's lights that go in those spots.
That's awesome. Cool project. And it's a fun put together of those two, kind of vintage classic Athearn pieces. I thought that was a fun set. I'd like to see him do more of that kind of stuff. But and man, that UP in silver with the red really is sharp looking.
And even the B unit not being a sound ready quote unquote locomotive, it was super simple install. So if you get yourself some B units and this new runs from Athearn, they're easy to install sound if you want it. So
wasn't it just a 21 pin? So you just had to wire the speaker.
Nice. Easy 21 pin and add a speaker, and we were off to the races.
Yep.
Where's your pickup in the plow? Is this the front truck here's where you get to pick up?
Both trucks have a pickup.
Oh, do they? Oh, okay. Yep. Wow, cool. That's awesome. I forget. I think I had one of these as a kid, and yet had the rubber band.
Band.
Yeah, I did that. But yeah, I haven't seen it in years. Yeah, that was very cool. New in-scale Atlas Trainmasters.
Yep.
And I think this is the silver, which is sound ready. And maybe first time on this run. That's an oval speaker back there. And I assume you'd swap the decoder out to go DCC sound if you wanted to, and it's got LED lighting. But that's really sharp looking. Those
are pretty neat.
Cool.
Those are beasts. Yeah.
I know.
I hadn't realized that was see-through. I know I'd seen this model before, but yeah, that's the fans are down there that's like an etched metal piece on the top. But boy, those are sharp looking. I guess Bandit requested this from Atlas because when it showed up, I'm like, how'd I get a Chihuahua Pacific? And then I thought, I bet that dog got on the computer.
He did. I would say so. I love it. I love it.
Matt from Bachman talked to me about these this week because I didn't realize this is a 52.6 drop bottom gun and in scale from Bachman, but this new run they've tooled the doors now. You can flop the doors down, so you can put in like
Oh,
pipe
wow.
loads. And I did
Nice.
not know that had been done to it. I like that Frisco.
Yeah. Yeah, the Frisco logo, that's cool.
And that Great Northern, I love that when the
And the
color
red
match
trucks.
trucks really stands out. But yeah, this Gone has kind of been out before, but the N thing is new tooling this go around,
That's
and that's
interesting.
That is
Bachmann
cool.
in scale. Also, Bachmann in scale new SD40-2. This is new tooling. You know, they had an SD40-2 way back when they're
Yep.
basically EMD was building them, but this is it looks a lot like that HO tooling that was introduced maybe about 15-20 years ago. That it's kind of that same phase and that same
Yeah.
look on the stuff. But this, and I think these are DCC, are rolling out soon from
Yeah.
Bachmann.
That's awesome. You can't go wrong with the SD40-2.
No, I love these GP30s. You know, it's always been a favorite locomotive, and we had the scale trains a year or so ago, and there's more scale trains coming. These
Yep.
are Broadway Limited's first run, and boy, this UP looks sharp.
Yeah, it does.
I think that's about, what is that, Jeff? About 1980-ish to have the shield and then the big number, big lettering.
Yeah, you're in there right at late
Yeah.
70s, early 80s.
But really did a nice job. You can see they tried to do the canvas
Yeah.
shade on the side, which is nice, and the beacon up top, and Southern with the high hood. And I noticed they put the little walkway lights that's they're not non-working, but they put that on there, which is cool.
Hanging on. Yeah, that's cool.
That tuxedo scheme, that's really nice.
Super. Why'd they do the W's on the numbers? Do you know that, or the
I think that's a sub.
Oh,
and
okay.
I've seen that before. Like, Southern has, there's that a handful of subsidiary roads, I think is what that stood for. But yeah, and we've got there's Broadway's SD45, SD40, Jeep 35, and my reviewer Ryan Crawford over in the Springfield, Illinois area just got these, and Broadway sending the 30 to go with it. So we're going to have a big review later this year of all these high hood Southern units. Boy, I said they're sharp.
Yeah, super sharp.
I like, that's a nice scheme.
Yeah, it is.
I say that's got the R, and see that has the A. I think that's what Atlanta and something.
Atlanta and Southern, probably.
Yeah, so I'd have to look at that. It'll be in the review from Ryan. I'm sure he'll dig
that'd
all
be
that
cool.
up. But
Learn something there. So.
Broadway Limited SD40-2s, both Paragon 4 and Stealth versions on these. Well, we got a lot of in scale this time. I think last time or the time before on the show, I didn't have anything, but I'm loaded on in scale this go around. But I thought these really look sharp. This one is heading over for review with Justin Sobeck, that he's an Illinois Central guy, and I think they did 2 numbers with a Lifesaver.
That's
and
cool.
Then this UP is kind of the modern, the yellow sill, and that numbering I think puts it pretty contemporary.
Yeah, I was gonna say the 19 number. Yeah.
But nice detail on those. I thought that black really looked sharp. And then this is, I hadn't realized they got the light tubes for the ditch lights there. I thought a ditch lights on the back. I think I posted that on Facebook on Model Road News' site saying ditch lights front and back. And I saw somebody put like a little thing of magnifying glass. I don't see them on the back. I'm like, oh yeah, sorry, I got that wrong. Yeah, I didn't look at it close enough. I just did the pictures and boxed them up and sent them off to my reviewer. And this is the Paragon 4 with the capacitor deal. And I think that's the antenna for the Rolling Thunder setup.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, sharp. Never enough SD40-2s. And the folks at Cato, I'm eager to see these. Again, more in scale. The E units rolling out in Amtrak Phase 1. And then the world famous Day 1, that X-Pensy Penn Central unit that they patched up real quick, May 1st, 71, to have something to show the public. And I think these are all pretty close to being out. I don't know if have you guys got these in yet? I think
not yet,
but they're close.
Yep.
And then the new Chargers from Cato as well, the ALC42s.
Yep. I always like that side, the big vent on the side. I think that's neat on those.
Well, it is very sharp looking. I was excited with
cool.
These are cool. Rick that handles Oxford diecast stuff here in the US had emailed me today saying, hey, I've got these coming for you for samples. And he said, look, we got the first run of that's a 66 Pontiac GTO, and there's this metallic blue, and then as you mentioned before we went on, there's like a red colors. Well, I'm
Mhm.
thrilled to see him moving into some of those later 60s because I love all the 50s cars. That Oldsmobile, that yellow convertible is the first run of that 88. That Plymouth is like 59 Fury. And then that's first run of, I think, a two-door sedan on the 58 Chevy Impala beneath the police car. But man, I think there's a Dodge Charger or something also coming. It's late 60s, and then this Pontiac GTO. But those
I
are
think they did
sharp
a
cars.
Malibu too. There's a
Oh,
black
nice.
Malibu out. Oh no, wait, that was Viking. Sorry, that was a
Viking.
Viking or Viking. I looked at.
And boy, the prices on these are always sweet. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, they do a
I
good job.
don't.
Ours look awesome. So.
They look good, and yeah, they're priced great, so they're fun to buy. Really cool.
Yep.
And I'm waiting to see. I'm on with Ray or not Saturday morning. We're recording with Shane Wilson from Scale Trains for his, I do a monthly podcast visit there on that Around the Layout podcast to talk about new products and such. And usually bring somebody on. And he said, hey, could we get Shane Wilson on to talk about their hypotypical, which they announced as part of the Cocoa Beach RPM announcements. So Scale Trains offering some of the fantasy and what if paints. This is an AT44 CW, but in Heritage 1.
Yeah.
And these I had to look at twice because, again, it's, I'm so old that I look at these and think, well, wasn't that what it was painted? It's like, oh, no, there's like 20 years between those. Yeah. It's like, oh, yeah, it doesn't seem like it, but I guess they are. And these will both be an HO and in scale.
Yeah.
And it's fun to see. I know a lot of people.
What's different on this one? Explain. This one caught me. It took me a while though, because isn't that the new logo?
It is the new scheme, but I don't think any of them have made it to a tier 4 yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think so.
I got you.
So it could be. It may end up being.
Yeah, right.
I think
when they make it through the shop. Yeah. Well, that's cool. The model's ahead of the prototype on that one.
I'm glad to see. I know some guys get all bent out of shape. Oh, they shouldn't make. But again, it's collectors and people like me that get a kick out of those that help pay the offset on the investment in the tooling, and that way you do get all the prototypical ones as well. So fun to see them head in that direction.
Yep.
These Thrall high cubes, I heard Chris Brimley from Exact Rail has kind of taken over and is working this project for Scale Trains, and the already announced ones, which will have the running boards and the high brake wheels. And there's a rivet counter and an operator version of those coming for these Thrall, I think 4-door. I don't know if they were doing 2-door and 4-door, maybe.
I think it was just 2-door.
Just the 2-door. Yeah, it might just be the 2-door. You're correct there. I'm sorry. But he's working on some revisions to that, but they still expect to see that first run mid-year. And then they just announced the more modern with the lower brake and no running boards on top.
Yeah.
Thralls.
That's awesome.
I mean, these cars are wow. And I think there's like 3 or 4 different Conrail setups of bigger, smaller logos. I always like these. I remember these.
Oh yeah, the black ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in scale again, new in scale. This is Bethlehem Steel F68 BH flat car, and this is first time in scale availability.
Yeah.
And what do these carry? What's with the
rebar? They're called a finger rack car, and they carry a rebar.
Oh, okay. But boy, that'd be a nice piece for the in scale folks.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's super cool.
And then
pocketbook on those. So.
And then this right before we went on today, I called to make sure, and Glenn goes, "Yeah, I got the credit card, but it's expired." I'm like, "Have I not bought from you guys since?" I said, "I think I just got this card though." She said, "I just need a new expiration date." But yeah, these I talked with David at Tangent a week or so back because we had done a video on his clinch field hoppers that he did. I said, "Hey, let's do a video on the ICGs. These are so awesome. I can't wait to see them. They're sold out."
Yeah.
Like, what? How can they be sold out? But yeah, I guess they sold out and sold out quick. I love that they did this, the roof for carrying grain. And what there's ICG, and inland steel.
Yep.
That's correct.
And yeah,
we still have just a handful of IPGs, right?
Yeah.
And then we have
inland
a handful of inland steels is all it's left. So
I think Glenda had for me an IC and ICG, and then the 3-pack of the roof things. But yeah, I grew up, on the
you
ICG.
called in, you pre-ordered, so you got your IC.
I was set.
They were selling fast for us. So
But yeah, that's a neat piece that they made. These surprised me too. Walthers, I had the announcement.
Oh,
Hey, Tony, I gotta interrupt you.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I'm sorry, everybody, but I gotta go do my elected duties as a
Yep.
city
Oh,
council member. So
I saw your stack of papers there. Are you gonna
yeah,
make Mike's birthday actual holiday now in Deschler, or are we
I
still
doubt
working
it.
on that?
So I'm pretty sure.
no, it's no fun. It's zoning and ordinances. So
Well,
I
good
appreciate everybody viewing in and have fun with the rest of it. Thank you so much.
Yep.
And off Jeff goes to keep Deschler running smoothly.
That's right.
And yeah, these Walthers box trucks, this is a modernized 40-foot. I love those modernized with the cut down ladders and the no running boards. And I looked at that and was surprised. I emailed my guy at Walthers saying, wait a minute, you just announced these yesterday, but I'm seeing on the announcing it says in stock. You don't mean that.
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, no, they're out. This is a nice set of cars. And that UPS one, I bet that gets cleaned out quick because it's always going to be. And I thought this was really cool.
Yep, the gas, Lindy.
Yeah.
Yep, I would agree.
And can't beat the good old UP with the ship and travel.
Yep.
That's sweet.
The automated railway.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then these are not immediately available, but coming are proto FP7s with F7B unit in combo sets. That's CNO as delivered. Then a CP rail, good old Sioux line.
Yeah, I like those.
And SP. But yeah, all kinds of product is just nonstop anymore.
Yes.
That is crazy.
It is super crazy. So,
but it's awesome.
It's crazy trying to keep up with everything and keep it all coming, get it out to everybody. So,
did you get one of the Athearn in-scale Challengers?
I didn't. No. I got an 844.
Yeah.
And a GS4. Those are the two that I have for Steam. So.
But yeah, I was surprised those had landed. I had somebody saying, hey, have you seen that yet? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, they're out. I'm like, oh, they are. Oh, wow. So yeah, it's new from Athearn in N-scale. Wow.
Yep. I think it's cool that they did it again, right? With the hope that, at least for me, a hope that the guys over there at Silvis, make the 3985 run again. Yeah. I mean, that'll be awesome to see that again.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yep.
So you're not your show, your next one is Plano. You're going down there?
No, Mom and Dad are going to Plano.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then Dave and Bruce will drive basically after Plano to Amherst.
Wow.
And my mom and I will fly out to Amherst.
Wow.
And then we got a couple friends coming up from Texas that are going to help us out at the booth. So Jeff's staying back and doing some computer work here, getting everything going. We're getting closer every day there to get some better operation going between our website and our POS system here, point of sale system. So,
and the YouTube channel is up. Remind everybody to go over to YouTube and like and subscribe. Yeah.
Yep. Spring Creek Model Trains YouTube channel, right? And then also the Model Train Resource YouTube channel that you're running, right? So
this show is so big we run it on two different channels.
Yeah, right. That's awesome. So check either channel out, like and subscribe, right? That just really gets it out to more people. That's all we ask for there. So it's nothing money making for either one of us, right?
It's just fun. Yeah, it's fun to talk. Everybody loves talking about trains and what's new in the hobby. So I sit there a lot of nights going from one to YouTube video to another, like, I didn't know that. Oh, that's cool. I gotta get
looking
one
at that.
Yeah,
that's cool how they did that.
So
I totally get that. So.
That's awesome.
So hit us up there. I mean, if you ever got questions about what's come in or not, call the store. Anytime there's new announcements, we do put out an email newsletter, so check that out. You can sign up for that, and then call the store, get on the pre-order list. That's the best way to help out your hobby store, right?
And I forget, how do you get on the email? Is that you go to the website and there's a thing to click on that to get on the email list or the email blast thing? Yeah.
Yep, it's at the bottom of our webpage, homepage, so you can sign up there and get on our email newsletter. So there's been a couple sales that have gone out recently on the newsletter, so and on our Facebook and YouTube channel. So
awesome.
Check those out and keep trying to get more and more out there. It's just It's only so many hours in the day.
I know.
And so many people to do it. So.
I know it is. It's crazy. Yeah, I always have a stack of stuff of like, man, I thought I'd get this done a couple days ago. I wanted to get this out. Yeah. So very cool.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. So it was like that today, getting mom and dad ready to go to McPherson, and we're helping selling a N-scale consignment off, and there was a bunch of items there for a potential that might work for a customer that we have down in McPherson that loves the Alaska Railroad. And I was like, oh man, I got to get these done. So, you drop everything else doing that. And
I know how it is. Yeah, it
chasing
is.
that down. So,
yeah, as always.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Awesome visiting with you on that M420. I'm real excited. That Iowa Interstate's beautiful.
Yeah.
And you said if folks still want to get on for that, you call
the store, email the store. So call 402-365-7628 and talk to Glenn and get on the list. Like I said, we're getting close, but there is still some room there for pre-orders. Get on that, or you can email us at customer service at springcreekmodeltrains.com. So that's the two best ways to get on our pre-order, is to go that route. So,
and it works great. Just did that today before we went on, was picked up a couple things. So good friendly service.
I appreciate that. So,
well, we got anything else happening, or is that we're going to roll on here and circle
I think
back?
that's it for this week. So
I know, man. Amherst, we're going to have a load of announcements.
Oh yeah, it'll be amazing to see what comes, right? And it's kind of overwhelming. Really.
It is, yeah. It kind of is.
It would be overwhelming if all you were there just as the shop for trains, right? I mean,
but trying to keep up with it and just it gets a little crazy. It gets a little crazy. But we'll circle back. Are you
going to be there?
No, I'm not. I've been trying. It's so cold. I've been trying to get back down to Texas for a bit.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And haven't made that run yet. So I've been busy with stuff with the house and a couple other things up here in Missouri. So yeah, I'm actually seeing snow, and poor Bandit's having to run outside in the cold.
Right. It's time to get done with the house and move south, right?
Gives me that long look of, why are we up here in the cold? I'm like, I'm working on it. Just hang on, buddy. But,
all right. So I wish you the best on that. That'll be awesome. So
we'll be back in February. And like I say, get out there and look at Spring Creek modeltrains.com. There it shows all the time. Give them a call and check out their YouTube channel.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks, everybody.
Awesome.
Thanks, Tony.
Have a good one.